Hello everyone, we are going to start with a letter sound drill. All of these letter cards are mixed up, so we are going to start. Just say each letter and sound with me. Z, zebra, Z. O and K, honk, onk. I-N-G, ring, ing. I-N-K, pink, ink. U-N-G, lung, ung. A-N-K, bank, ank. O-N-G, song, ong. A-N-G, fang, ang. A-N, fan, an. A-L-L, ball, all. A-M, ham, am. U-N-K, junk, unk. U, rule, oo. I, pine, I. O, home, o. U, mule, U. E, Pete, E. A, safe, A. C-K, sock, K. S, bugs, Z. C-H, chin, ch. S-H, ship, sh. T-H, thumb, th. W-H, whistle, w. X, fox, x. Y, yellow, y. V, van, v. W, wind, w. T, top, t. U, up, R, rat, S, snake, s. P, pan, p. Q, queen, qu. N, nut, n. O, octopus, ah. M, man, m. L, lamp, l. K, kite, k. J, jug, j. I, itch, I. H, hat, h. G, game, g. F, fun, f. E, ed, e. D, dog, d. C, cat, k. B, bat, b. A, apple, a. Today, we are going to continue working on our syllable division, and we are talking about words with two syllables. Last week, we put together words that had closed syllables, like sunset or nutmeg. This week, we're going to take it a step further and make it just a little bit more difficult, not much. My word is built at the bottom. I went ahead and built it for you. And this word is kind of tricky because when I ask my first question, how many vowels does it have? How many vowels do you see? Remember, the vowels are the salmon colored tiles. And I see 1, 2, 3 vowels. Although there are 3 vowels in this word, there are only 2 syllables because the E at the end is silent. This E's job is to jump over the K and tell the A to say its name. So this E cannot be separated from the A in a syllable. They must go together. How many consonants do you see between the first 2 vowels then? I see 2 consonants. I see S and T. So this is where I would divide this word. And I'm going to move it over just a little bit. So if I were going to divide my word, I would divide it right here, okay? And then I would scoop this first part of our word. Our first syllable is miss, and I would say that I has a short sound, and it's a closed syllable, just like we did last week. But our second syllable is a little bit different. This is not a closed syllable. This is a vowel, consonant, E syllable. So if I were marking this word, I would cross out the E. The A is going to say its name, and then I would scoop it as a vowel consonant E word. I'm going to show you what that would look like really quick on my screen. I'm going to write my word, and then I'm going to mark it. Remember, we're going to separate it between those 2 consonants, S and T. So I'm going to scoop from here to here, and then again from here to here. And then I'm going to cross out that E. because he tells the A to say its name, and I have a vowel consonant E syllable, and the I is short, and miss makes a short I sound, I, and it is closed. So this is how I would mark that word. All right, moving back, we are going to go to another word. I have one other word for us to look at together. My second word, can you guess it? See if you can figure out my second word. My word is cupcake. Again, we're going to look and see how many vowels does our word have. This is another tricky one. It has 3 vowels. 1, 2, 3 vowels. But this E, and sometimes the E will be on the end and sometimes not, but we got lucky with both of these. This E has to stay with the A. So I'm going to separate this word in between those first 2 consonants. I'm going to go ahead and move that. I'm going to look at the 2 consonants in between the first 2 vowels because the E can't be separated from the A. They go together. He doesn't make a sound. So my first syllable is cup and my second syllable is cake. And I'm going to show you how to mark that really quick on my screen just so you know how to mark it. We're going to scoop our first syllable, cup. The U makes a short sound and it's a closed syllable. The E doesn't make a sound. He tells the A to say its name, and that makes it vowel consonant E. So I'm going to write vowel consonant E as our syllable at the bottom of this word, cupcake, cupcake. Okay, so we're going to practice a few words like that on our own. I'm going to call some words out to you, and you're going to write them down, and then we'll check them on my board after we're finished. So if you don't already have a pencil and a piece of paper, pause the video and go ahead and get that. We're going to start with a few sounds. We're going to try 3 sounds. Number 1, eh, eh. Number 2, unk, unk. And number 3, ong, ong. And go ahead and write those 3 sounds and mark them. And then I'm going to quickly show you the answers to those. Number 1 is eh. And if you want to mark it as a short vowel, you can. That's not required. Number 2, unk. Think about our picture that goes with that. Junk. U-N-K, junk, unk. And then I would mark my glued sound with a box. All those letters are going to stick together. And number 3, I'm going to write over here, ong. Think about our picture that goes with that sound. Song. O-N-G, song, ong. And then I'm going to mark that glued sound also with a box all the way around it. So go ahead and check your paper and see if that's what you have. Then we're going to move on to a couple of other words. My first word is unzip. Unzip. Think about your first syllable and your second syllable and pretend like you're pointing to those frames. Unzip. Go ahead and mark both of those words. And now I'm going to write that on the board. Unsip. And I'm going to scoop it just the way I separated it. Unsip. Both of these have short vowel sounds, both syllables, and they are both closed syllables. Unzip. Check and see if that's what you have. All right, we have another one. Repeat after me. Publish. And think about those 2 syllables. This one's a little bit harder. Publish. Publish. And write each part of the syllable and then mark each syllable. Publish. And if you're not ready, you can pause the video. The first syllable is pub, pub, and it does make a short sound for that U, and it's a closed syllable. Pub. The second syllable is lish. Don't forget your digraph. We're going to mark that digraph. Lish. So I'm going to scoop that syllable. That I says I, and it's closed in. It's trapped. So that also makes it closed. So we have publish, publish. All right, we're going to try a harder one this time. This is a little bit different. This is just like the one we did earlier. My word is invite, invite. Think about what that first syllable is and write it. And then see if you can add the second syllable to it. If you're not ready, you can pause. I'm going to go ahead and write the word in, and I can scoop that, and it does make a short I sound. So this is closed. The second syllable is vite, vite. And remember, you do not have to tap each part of this word if you can separate it into syllables and write it without tapping it. Just don't forget that E is going to tell the I to say its name. So we're going to cross out that E. That I says its name, I. And then I'm going to scoop that second syllable, and it is a vowel consonant E. I consonant E. So we have a closed syllable and we have a vowel consonant E syllable. They won't always be the same. All right, we have one more word just like that. Admire. I admire you for doing great work at home. Admire. Think about your first syllable. We're just writing the word. And your second syllable. And go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and write my first syllable. It's okay if you're not quite done. Add. And my A has a short sound. And that makes it a closed syllable. It does start with the A, but it doesn't have to be trapped on this side. It has to be trapped on the end to make it a closed syllable. And the D is here. He's trapping that A. So yes, that is a closed syllable. The second part of my word was mire. And if that's a struggle for you, then just tap it. M-I-er. M-I-er. And now that I needs to say its name. So what else do I need? I'm going to need an E right there on the end. So that silent E is going to tell the I to say its name. And I'm going to scoop our second syllable. And this is a vowel consonant E syllable. So we have a closed syllable and a vowel consonant E syllable. I have two trick words for you. About. About. And your second trick word is our. Our parents are home today. Our. Just do the best you can. I know it's hard without a word wall. About. Our. If you're not ready, pause the screen. Number 1 is about. And number 2 is our. Make any corrections if you need them. If you want to mark them, you can circle each one as a trick word. And then I have one super quick sentence. Repeat after me. Bob got a sunfish last time. Bob got a sunfish last